Hello, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Oh, that's a very good morning. I'm so glad, इतने दिल से good morning बोला वरना मुझे I thought you will be like कल 2 sessions ली and आज फिर से ma'am. So how are we doing, everybody? Shruti ma'am has wouldn't be taking the session today, and that's the reason I thought why not मौके का फायदा उठा लो. So I took the session. Okay. Right. Let me check whether I have the rights to share. Mother, you'll have to give me rights to share, please.
Ma'am, just a minute. I'll give you the rights. Mudaffir is not here.
Okay, I like that. So now I know when your pictures are on, not on, you'll are not there. Okay, is Safi? This was supposed to be a maths or which session? Science or math?
Maths. So you have to tell her to
Okay.
come.
Yeah, I'll just tell her. Okay, right. So could I see you all? Or is everybody having their breakfast or brushing their teeth or relieving themselves or probably, I don't know, what else do you do in the mornings? Yeah. Okay. Uh, did you all go through the sale step, did you all go through it? How many of you
Yes,
all
ma'am.
went through? Good. Any difficulty? Any difficulty? Yeah.
Ma'am, I just wanted to ask what is the difference between the receipt and the invoice?
Okay. When you have the receipt, okay, the order receipt you mean to say, right?
Yes,
Yeah?
ma'am, the order is.
Okay. So when you have an order receipt, it is sent by the buyer, okay, right, to the seller, saying that I have received the quotation and this is what I want to place an order. Okay, first you have an inquiry. Okay, after that you have once the inquiry is done, after that you have the quotation given by the seller. Okay, and then finally you have something wherein when the seller tells you, look, this is the amount and this is the discount and these are the terms, okay, I'm going to negotiate with you. You are confirmed, then you will place an order with the seller. So when you send that order, okay, that is your order receipt. Got it? So it's sent from the buyer at the beginning. At the beginning, when you want to place an order, you send an order form. Okay, you will send an order form to the seller. So is this clear, Mosam? Okay. At the end,
Yes.
when entire thing is done, okay, when the seller receives the order receipt, okay, when he receives it, he acknowledges it. Then he sends a copy to his production department, warehouse department, and to the accounts department. Okay. After that, he will make sure that he is going to dispatch the goods. Okay. So when he's dispatching, okay, at that particular time, again, he will send the accounts department will send a delivery note and the invoice copy to whom? To the dispatch department, to your warehouse. Okay. They will send it to dispatch section wherein the packaging and everything is as per the requirements, as per the order place. Is that the thing? They will check. Once it's okay, they will do the labeling, and with that they will send an invoice. So invoice is sent by the seller to the buyer. Okay, and invoice is basically the amount you have to pay. जैसे bill देते हैं ना, bill हम लोग जैसे शॉप में जाते हैं, right, and वो लोग हमको bill देते हैं कि ये आपका इतना हुआ है, right, and then you see the amount and you pay it. So that is the invoice. Okay, invoice will again have all the details. Okay, how much goods you're sending to them, how much goods you're supplying, what is the quality, the code, and even quantity and the amount. So now that invoice पे जो amount है, definitely, and the amount is not अपने मन का, पहले जो terms and conditions में finalize हुआ है, that only. So that amount will be then sent. Got it? So order form is sent by the buyer to the seller. Okay, saying that these are my requirements. Invoice is sent by the seller to the buyer saying, look, I'm supplying the goods and this is the amount you have to. Okay, so invoice is like your bill, which we go wherever we go, even for the restaurants or even you go shopping and everything. The bill that you get, that's your invoice. Any confusion, Muslim, regarding that now?
No, ma'am.
Okay, anybody else, any confusion?
And what about debit note?
Debit note, I told you, right, Safiya, if there's any discrepancy, okay, wherein there are times like, the buyer has to pay me more. Okay, so then you give a debit note. Okay, and there are times when I have to pay some amount to the buyer, maybe like, the quantity I said by mistake less, or maybe the amount that I wrote in the invoice was like, more, right? So based on that, if I have to make a payment to the buyer, I'll give him a credit note. But if I have to take payment from the buyer after a transaction gets over, then it will be a debit note.
So it is sent by the seller to the buyer?
Yes, it will be with the seller to the buyer. Perfect. Anything else? Yeah? Are we okay, everybody? Sakleen, Farhana, Yusuf, Ahmed, Khalid, are we okay? Right. So this was one part of your trade, okay? Now we move on to the other part of the trade. Remember, your business is divided in two parts, industry and commerce. Okay, in commerce, you have trade also. So one other part of this, no, Khalid, actually, Muslim said that, ma'am, I'm getting so charged up with you taking sessions every day. So please continue. Every day you come, In fact, I've been getting requests from all the LinkedIn saying that, we want Shabana ma'am's business study session every day. Yeah. So that's the reason, Khalid, I've come. It's now. No, it's in math session because Shruti ma'am, just for today, don't worry. See, look at the relief on Muslim's face. He's so happy कि चलो next time वापस Shabana ma'am नहीं आएंगे. Just for today, Shruti ma'am couldn't take the session, and that's the reason I'm doing it. Okay.
Is there a science class?
No. Science 1 o'clock. Yeah, good question. 1 o'clock you don't have any session. Also, it's like, wait, ma'am, wait, sajda shukar kar leta hu, wala malum pada ki 1 o'clock bhi aap hi aa jati, right? Okay, so 1 o'clock, no session. Don't worry about it. You do have your 11 and 12 o'clock sessions here. Okay. So this is a very easy chapter. We just brush through it, guys. Really easy. Channels of distribution. Okay. I'm sure you know these terms very well. Capital, money required to start and run the business, distribution, selling and delivery of product, credit, deferred payment, agreed to repay at a later date, generally with interest, finance providing funds to business, and perishable things that easily decay. Okay. Right. Now, what happens? Manufacturer or the producer, he produces the goods. Okay. Consumers are at one end, manufacturers at the other end, right? How do they supply their goods to the consumer? See, remember one very important thing. If you remember the economic objective of business, okay, it was what? One of the economic objective of the business, which is profit making. One of the thing is, no, it is in math session. Everybody's asking me that, right? Yeah. No, it is in math session. I can teach maths. Don't worry. Should I do that? Should I stop business studies and take
Yes,
maths?
ma'am. Yes.
Do I do that? Arey Khalid, I teach very good maths as
Yes,
Farhana.
ma'am.
Arey Mozil, you come for Farhana. You come for. Sorry, Khalid. I can't hear you. I just couldn't hear what Khalid. I teach good maths as Farhana. Ask Abdullah. Right? Sakleen, what are you laughing about? Business is fine. Look at Khalid. He's being like, typical Gujarati. Ekdam soch samajh ke bolne ka, like, very diplomatic answer he's giving. Now what next meet? I don't know, when are we meeting? Are we meeting this Friday, Lincolns? Are we meeting this Friday? Let me know if you're meeting this Friday. I'll take just a math session with you all to prove that I can teach very good maths. No parting for y'all. We make sure that we have a math session. Okay. Khadija, no, we'll continue with business studies. Shruti ma'am couldn't be here, so that's the reason I'm taking the session. Okay. If you wish, you could be a part of
Okay,
it.
ma'am.
If you don't, then it's up to you. You can leave it. Okay. Now, if anybody else comes and asks me, please, any one of you answer on my behalf. Okay. So, like I said, one of the economic objective, of a business is to provide quality goods and services to the customers at the proper price and proper place and proper time. Okay. So it's not only about the quality goods, it's not only about the place, it's also about providing at proper time also, right? So there is where the channels of distribution comes into picture, and it is of utmost importance, right? Because you have your goods manufactured over there, and okay, it's there with you in your go down in your warehouses. The consumers are wanting it, okay, but if you cannot send it across to them, there's no point, right? So, like I said, industry and commerce go hand in hand. Industry is when you manufacture, you're producing it, right? Commerce is where the trade comes into picture. The buying, the selling part, the distribution part, the supply part. Okay. So if the way manufacturing is important, the same way, even the trade part, the supply part, the commerce part of a business is important. Okay. And this is what we're going to do in this session today, the channels of distribution. Like I said, this is a very easy chapter. I don't even need to do this with you, but take care. Like, okay, I'll just go through it. Ek session mil gaya extra to bach gaye aap log self study se. I'll do it. Okay. Now, when I talk about channel of distribution, there are basically two channels. Very simple, direct and indirect. Indirect, what happens? The producer is producing it, okay, and directly it is supplied to the consumer. Directly. Okay. There is no in-between person. There is no middleman. Okay. Now, examples. We'll see the examples also. Okay. If you see Bata shoes. Okay. Or supposingly if you see नहीं बाटा तो आप लोग के लेवल से बहुत नीचे है ना, आप लोग तो नाइकी वाले हैं, बड़े बड़े लोग, बड़े लोग. Okay. So let me talk your level. Say Swarovski. Okay. And probably you have Woodland. Okay. So what do they have? They manufacture and they directly have their own shops, okay? And there's no middle person. Directly they have their own outlets and they're selling it. So it's producer directly to consumers, okay? Second is your indirect channel, okay? Now, indirect channel, what happens is you have your producer. There are two of them. You have your producer. In fact, there are three, okay? You have your producer, then you have your wholesaler, and then directly consumer. No retailer in between. Or you could have a producer, a wholesaler, a retailer, and then a consumer. Or you could have a producer, an agent, wholesaler, retailer, consumer. Yeah. So these are your indirect, wherein a middle person is in indirect channel. Remember, middle person is there. वो बीच में टांग अड़ाने के लिए कोई है कबाब में हड्डी, right? It could be your wholesaler, it could be your retailer, it could be an agent, it could be all of them, it could be one of them, or it could be two of them. All right. So this is what your indirect channel is. Indirect means directly the producer is not selling to the consumer. Okay. I am having a middleman. Okay, like I said, टांग अड़ाने के लिए कोई तो है भाई, बस इनडायरेक्ट चैनल में यही ध्यान रखता है कि कोई कबाब में हड्डी है. It could be the wholesaler, it could be the agent, it could be the retailer. सब तीन भी हो सकते हैं, एक भी हो सकता है, or any two of them, right? But when it comes to direct channel, oh, it's a direct connection. It's just your producer and your consumer. Okay. Now my question to you all. Let's see if you've understood this well. Okay. Oh my goodness, today is your day. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Today is your day. Lincolns, you don't have session at 11. You don't have session at 1. What is this, Christina, ma'am? How many
Let them
sessions?
enjoy the weather. Let them enjoy the weather.
अरे तो 10 बजे का भी नहीं रखते, so आराम से उठते हैं ना सब. Look at Mosam. He's like, ma'am, क्यों 10 बजे का? Tell Christina, ma'am. She told me to take your session. Mosam, don't blame me. Blame Christina, ma'am. Yeah. Okay. So you don't have a session at 11. Mosam, it doesn't make a difference. So sorry, guys, but you don't have at 11 and you don't have at 1 also, right? Can I stretch the session? Mosam, look at Farhana is saying no. Just for that, wait a minute, wait. My daughter is saying no herself. Just a minute, don't go anywhere, anybody. Just a minute. I feel so good now. Look, imagine so Besharam. She's telling her no. My own daughter is saying no for me taking the session extending. Don't worry, it was a joke, okay? I'm going to torture the Teslas now because Shruti ma'am's session won't be there at 11. And guess what? With Teslas, I'm doing maths. Okay, right. Now, my question to you guys, okay? Is it possible that you have directly, okay, is it possible that a person can, one business organization can have direct also and indirect channel also? Is it possible?
Yes, ma'am. It is possible.
Thank you, Mosam. Yes, it is possible that you can have direct also and you can have indirect also. That means a business can directly sell to the consumer also, okay? At the same time, he can have middleman also. Okay, well done. So now we just take it a bit more further. What is channel of distribution? The definition when asked, the part taken by goods as they move from the producer to the consumer. Okay, so kab channels of distribution ke baare mein pucha jayega. This is the first line you will write. Okay, see, making life easy for you all, right? Aise easy chapters hote hain, badi maza aati hai na. Okay, right? Part taken by goods as they move from producer to consumer. Okay, that's your direct and indirect. When you have direct, okay, how do they sell direct ones? Okay, how do they do it? Direct, remember direct channel. So the producer, your manufacturer is out here. Okay, I love annotating now. I learned this from Galileo. Okay, okay, and your customer is over here. Right. So what do they do is, okay, they sell directly to the customer. You don't see any middleman out here. There is no middleman out here. What do? They have their own sales representatives, right? Salesman. If you see, you have like, you know, the timeline books. Okay, they had their own salesman who would come door to door and sell the timeline book series. Okay, you have a website. Okay, web store, right? You have your own stores. Like I said, when I said Bata, everybody looks so lost. Arey ma'am, kaun se zamane ki kaisi raddar baat kar rahe ho? But when I say store, you know, Woodland, something you could, you know, you have your own store like Gucci, or probably you have like, you know, Swarovski or Tag Her, okay, Titan. So they have their own store or mail order. They have their own catalogs, like IKEA will have their own catalog, okay, right? You as a consumer can have a look at the catalog, okay, and then you can place an order, right? So direct is this way, okay? They do it this way. In fact, even your like, you know, when you go for fuel, you know, Bharat Petroleum, Hindustan Petroleum, okay, they don't have any middleman in between. They have their own petrol pumps and that's it. Okay, so these are the way the direct sales is done. You have your sales representative, you have your web store, you have your own store, yani ki physical store, okay, and your mail order, right? Okay. Right, so you have your an indirect channel includes middleman for distribution of goods. Middleman could be wholesalers and retailers, okay, right? So you have two levels in indirect channels. The first level is manufacturer, retailer, and customer or consumer. Okay, the second level is manufacturer, okay, and then you have your wholesaler, and then you have your retailer, and finally your consumer. Okay, so in the first level, there's only one haddi. In second level, there are two haddis. Okay, plain and simple, wholesaler and retailer. Now, why do I need a wholesaler when there is bulk and bulk of quantities? Okay, that is the time I need a wholesaler. For example, food grains, spices, iron, steel, textiles, paper. Okay, but when the quantity is not so big, okay, and when you know that, okay, given there are perishable goods, that is the time you prefer your one level indirect channel, right? So you don't need a wholesaler, it's just manufacturer, retail, and consumer, like your bread, biscuit, milk, okay? It can be sold anywhere, retail shop, department store, super bazaar. This all we'll see later, the department stores and super bazaar. Right now, just understand the channel of distribution, guys. Just the channel of distribution. One level, first is direct channel of distribution directly from manufacturer to the consumer. In indirect, you have two levels, okay, one level is one haddi, only the retailer, two levels, two haddi, wholesaler and retailer. Okay, so when there are perishable goods and small quantity, it's directly manufacturer to retailer, and the retailer will sell it to customer. But if there are large quantity of goods, you have your manufacturer, you have your wholesaler, retailer, and customer. Okay. Now we talk about wholesalers. Okay. What do you think wholesalers do? Come on, guys. Sure. Let's see. Give me any point. What are wholesalers?
Ma'am, they sell in large quantities.
Excellent, excellent. They sell in large quantities. What else? Come on. Go on. Tell me the characteristics of wholesalers. What else do you think are the characteristics of wholesalers? They sell in large quantities. Okay. Then yes, okay. They'll give you good discounts. Why? Because they have economies. Khalid, you're correct. Because what happens is they have the economies of large scale, okay, of selling. So that's the reason they can afford to give you discount. Okay. What else? Anything else? Corona ma'am, khatam karo na your session. Yeah. Okay. Right. First thing is they buy directly from the producer. Okay. They buy directly from the producer. You have to say this. Yes, Fez, excellent. They keep it in bulk quantities. Right. So you need to say the first point of your wholesaler will be buys directly from producers. पता है हम लोगों को, लेकिन एग्जाम में ये हम first लिखेंगे because this is like very important point. Okay. They buy in larger quantities and they sell in smaller quantities. Okay, they'll buy in bulk from the producer, manufacturer, okay, but retailers जो उनके पास आते हैं या probably consumers जो उनके पास आते हैं, they don't sell them in huge quantities. They will send them in small quantities. Okay, here they invest large amount of capital. Why do you think they need to invest large amount of capital? Why? यार कुछ इज्जत रखो, 1.5 साल से हम लोग बिजनेस स्टडीज कर रहे हैं, कुछ तो इज्जत रखो प्लीज. Why do you think they need to invest in large amount of capital?
Because they
To
need
buy
lots of goods.
Thank you. Both are correct. Safia and Mudabbar, excellent. First thing is not only they need to buy large quantity of goods, buy तो कर लिया, कहाँ रखेंगे सिर पे? So what? What is the second point?
Warehouses, ma'am.
Exactly, storage space. So where will they get the storage? Maybe they might buy, they have their own, or maybe they need to, they will take it on rent. Okay, so it is very important that they need large capital, large amount of capital. So they invest in the large amount of capital for the wholesalers do that. Okay. Okay, deals with limited variety of items. Do you think this is sensible, dealing with limited variety of items? यानी कि they will not go for like in a retail shop. If you see kirana shop, आज ही उतर जाओ नीचे, विग्नार के नीचे भी है ना काफी दुकानें ऐसे, sector 23 also. Okay, when you go down, you go to the shop, he's got everything: toothpaste, biscuit, milk, food grains, the soup packets, and then you have cold storage things, and even dry items and sabun, everything basically. घर बसाना हो तो कहीं जाने की जरूरत है, किराना शॉप में चले जाओ, सब मिल जाएगा, right? So they deal with variety of items. Okay, but wholesalers deal only limited variety. Like probably if they are going for soaps, they would go only for soaps and toothpaste, probably. Okay. Why do you think they do that? Why not like kirana shop, why like retailers के सभी बेच रहे हैं हम लोग भाई?
Because if they plan to buy a variety, so they'll have to buy more goods because the goods they sell in bulk, so they'll also need that
Excellent.
amount of goods.
Excellent, Mudabbar, excellent. Because what happens, remember, wholesalers buy your first point, your second point, buys in larger quantities. Okay. Then your third point, they have to invest in, let me annotate. जरा स्मार्ट लगता है ना जब एनोटेट करते, तो ऐसा लगता है, ओ माय गॉड, मैम को कितना सब आता है ना. और हमारी स्क्रीन में if somebody walks in like Christina again, she'll be like, oh my god, the screen is all scribbled, and also they're doing proper studies. Okay, so this and this, because they require large amount of capital, right? They buy larger quantities, they require large amount of capital. Okay, not only that, they require large storage spaces, so that's the reason they go in for limited variety. Okay, other thing is they provide financial assistance to producers. How do you think they would provide financial assistance to producers?
By purchasing from them.
Exactly, but apart from that, they purchase from that, but what else? What do you think? Right, by purchasing from them, but what else? How do you think they can provide financial assistance? You are buying from them, but what? Think, how can you help? See, buy the key aapne, but anything else, how will you help them financial assistance? Yes, Muslim, anything that comes to your mind? Farhana, Sakleen. Come on, guys, think about it. Buy kiya, of course, you're going to pay him. But how will you have, remember, he's into manufacturing process, okay? Work in progress. He needs capital, work in progress capital. He needs money. How will the wholesaler help him? I'm giving you a hint. अब तक goods पूरे तरह से manufactured नहीं हुए. The complete manufacturing of the goods is not done. It's still in the last stage. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Khalid, the word which you said, I got it, what you're trying to say, but credit would be given to the retailer. Right? He will tell the retailer that you pay me at a later date. It's okay. You buy the goods from me right now. The wholesaler will say you buy the goods from me right now, but you can pay me after 3 months. So that is how he's giving financial assistance to the retailers. Okay, by not asking for immediate payment. But how will he help the producer? Credit का उल्टा क्या होता है? Think it's at the last stage, okay? And the wholesaler is going to buy from him. It's not finished good yet. It's still work in progress. So how will he be able to help the...
Ma'am, like there are some goods which can get expired, and
Okay.
before getting expired, they buy it from them, from the producers.
Certainly that would be a loss to us. Okay, so that would be a loss to the wholesaler. Okay, think about the financial part. But certainly I like the way you think, right? You really have a soft heart here. But no, when it comes to business, it's going to expire. What if you can't sell it? Then what will happen? You will go in a loss. How do you provide? Come on, guys, paying in advance. Yeah.
Ma'am, like
Yeah.
before the goods are delivered to you, you pay a certain sum to the producer.
Exactly. Perfect. Perfect. So it is like you give it pay in advance. Okay. What happens is like there are many wholesalers that they would pay in advance to the producers, even though the goods haven't come to them, but they make an advance payment. This helps the producer to keep on manufacturing and do the last final steps. Okay. Next is the characteristics we just spoke about. Okay, what are the functions of the wholesaler? Okay, right. So the functions of the wholesaler. All right, just looking. All right, here I am. The functions of the wholesaler. Risk taking, storage of goods. Okay, storage of goods we all know. He's buying goods in bulk quantity. He's going to store. Grading also we've done earlier. Okay, grading, right? When we did whole warehouses, remember warehousing kiya tha hum logon ne? Transport, warehouse, right? So in warehousing we've done the grading part wherein they grade the products. Okay, financing also you understood just now. We discussed about financing that they pay give in advance. Okay, apart from that, risk taking. How is wholesaler taking risk? How do you think he's taking risk? One is the point which Sakleen you gave, okay, that the goods might expire. He might not be able to sell on time. So that's a risk that he has taken. It's a loss to him, right? To the wholesaler, right? So Sakleen, your point comes over here. Risk taking, okay? Not for the finance part, but the risk taking part. Got it? How else? Tell me. Wholesalers buy in bulk. Yes, Farhana. Yeah, go on.
So they buy in bulk. So sometimes, suppose if it's clothes, so the clothes might go out of fashion and then no one would buy it.
Yes, perfect, Farhana. An expected answer from you. Out of fashion wala, hai na? Yeah, I know. Okay. So that's very, very valid point that they buy in wholesale. Okay. They buy in bulk quantities. And what if that thing goes out of fashion or if there's no need for it? Even like for umbrellas, they buy in bulk, but they're not able to sell. But then if rains get over, So that stock is on their head. So that is risk taking. Collection of goods, they collect the goods from the producer, from the manufacturer. Distribution, they are responsible for distributing the goods to the retailers or the consumers. Pricing. Wholesalers, how do wholesalers affect the pricing? They have bought from the manufacturer or the producer at one particular amount. Okay. Now they are the ones who are going to give it to the retailers, okay, and even the consumers. Do you think the amount that they bought from the producers, the price that they brought, same price may bechenge? No, they will not do it. Why? Because they have their own overhead expenses, okay, they have their own cost which they have to consider. So automatically their expenses increases and they need to make a profit. So wholesalers decide a price. Okay, so the price that they decide depends on the demand and supply availability in the market. Okay, so wholesalers bring about a stability in pricing. Okay, right, by regulating the goods and the demand and the supply of goods in the market. Okay, so this is what the functions of wholesalers are. That was an acronym, leave it. Okay, now we have retailers. Okay, these are your retailers. What are the characteristics of retailers? They buy and sell in smaller quantities. Remember, wholesaler would buy in large quantities, but sell in small quantities. Retailers don't be small quantities because they're buying and selling. The wholesalers required large capital, huge amount of capital they would require, right? But over here, the retailers require less. They sell good for cash. Of course, they give credit also depending on how well they know their customer. Okay. Here they have direct contact with customer, which even the wholesalers don't have, and not even the the producer. Remember this point, very important, because in one of the functions of retailers, this point will come. They have direct contact with customers. Here they deal with different varieties of goods. Remember, wholesalers, it was always a limited varieties of goods. Okay. And over here, they have special decoration and display of goods. We see, right? During any festival, or if there's some, they have, like, during Diwali, they'll be having that. Now Christmas would be coming. So they'll be having all reds and greens and, those kind of decoration. Or if there is a new product that has come, they'll put it up just at the entrance of the shops, for everybody to have a look. Okay, so this is what your characteristics of retailers are. Okay, we'll go into the function part. Okay, buying and assembling of goods, right? So they'll be buying the goods from various wholesalers or maybe from the directors. Okay, and then they assemble the goods in their shop, so that they have lots of varieties for the consumers to select from. Of course, they store the goods because at the end of it, though they buy less quantity, but that doesn't mean they're going to just buy 10 toothpaste. Even they have their inventory stock. Okay, so if they buy more, like especially food grades and all, okay, so they even store them. They have their storage facilities. Personal services, like what they would say, okay, we'll deliver for you at home. We'll do delivery at home, right? So that kind of services is provided to them, or pick and drop for you. Don't worry about it. You need not come over here. We'll pick and drop for you. Exchange services, that depends. Okay, everybody has their own ones. So they might have, exchange services. So here they create place utility. Place utility, how do they create it? By making the goods available whenever there is a demand for it. Okay. Again, risk taking, they have to take risk, like there may be fire or theft of the goods, or maybe like, because they deal in variety of goods, some of them might not sell, and maybe the goods which are perishable, right? They would get spoiled. There's a deterioration of goods because they are not selling. Okay. And again, change in fashion and taste of customers. Okay. Display of goods, like we did in the characteristics also. Okay. They display the goods in a very systematic and attractive manner. What happens? This catches the attention of the consumers and many people come to them. Okay. And they are sold quickly. Okay. Finally, supply of information. What information do they supply and to whom do they supply? This is one thing I want to ask you. If you paid attention during the characteristics, there was one point I told you, just pay attention at that point.
Direct contact with customers.
Yes, thank you, Safiya. Direct contact. So what information will they provide and to whom will they provide? Supply of information. How do I relate those 2 points?
And they supply the information of the goods to the
Okay.
customer.
What kind of information?
The advantages and disadvantages.
Yes, that will come even in the personal services, Safiya. Okay, so you're right. That kind of information can be given wherein they will say, oh, look, this, knowing you, I think you should go for this particular product, or you should buy this, or because you are trying to lose weight, then why don't you try the new toned milk that has come? It's very good for weight loss. Okay, or probably you have a cavity, so why don't you try this toothpaste? Exactly, you're right, Safiya. But more information. What other thing they can provide? Your answer is correct, but what other thing they can provide? Think, guys, come on. Ahmad, Uzair, Yusuf, Fez, anybody, Khalid, Farhana. He is in direct contact with the customer. What kind of information will he take from the customer? His credit card details, his bank details. Kya information lega? Come on, think about it. Even if he doesn't take any information, but seeing what they are buying, what kind of information do you think he'll get from them? Come on, tell me, think.
What the customers want and what they like.
Thank you, Farhana. So here he will provide information about the behavior, the taste, the fashion, the demand, the likes, the dislikes, the needs and the wants of the customers. He will provide it to whom? To the producer, through the wholesalers. When they get this kind of information, this becomes a useful, very useful. It's like a market research, useful source of information for market research. So accordingly, the manufacturer, the producer can make changes in their product. Design thinking. How does design thinking start? Design thinking starts, the first step is empathy, right? You need to know what your consumer wants or needs. What are his likes? What are his preferences? So a retailer, because he's in direct contact with the customer, with the consumer, it's easy for him to identify that and provide it to the producer. Okay. I want to do even design thinking with you guys, Okay, so these are the differences between your wholesalers and your retailers. Okay, you can take a screenshot of this. Okay. So that's about it. I finished on time, 10:45. We finished the entire chapter. Thank you so much for being, such a good sport of having me. Look at Mazhar, he's so happy. Khatam abhi session, right? Having me at 10 o'clock as well. Okay, so I won't have a test this week because already you have your biology and your arts test. I'll take a test next week then. Please go through everything we've done. Any difficulties, let me know. Don't worry, Mazhar, I'm seeing you again tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Okay, like I said, picha nahi chhodne wali hu main. Okay, so I'll see you all at 11. Go through that procedure of the sales and everything. Any difficulty, let me know. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. Have fun. No class at 11, no class at 1.